Hello everyone, so today is my Shut My Stash. I think we're on week 4 or week 5. What week are we on? 5. We are on Shut My Stash week 5. So if you aren't familiar with Shut My Stash videos, it's where I go through my makeup collection, pick out things maybe that I just picked up or things that I used to love, old things, things I haven't used for a while, maybe things that I purchased a long time ago but I just haven't used. So basically it's just a way for me to really go through my makeup collection, figure out what I like, what I don't like, and I really feel like it's been helping. It's really given me good ideas as to what I like and what I don't like, and it's also helped me find some products that I absolutely love. So I've really been enjoying doing this. I think what I'm gonna start doing is, I was doing a separate video for my product updates and then a separate video with my Shop My Stash video, and I think I'm just gonna combine them into one so that it's, you know, easier. I know a couple of you said that you liked hearing the update, so I'm just gonna go through some of the products that I really loved or maybe that didn't work out for me. Obviously I'm not gonna go through every single product that I picked or else we'd be here all day. So without further ado, if you guys are new, hey, my name's Liz. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also ring your guys' notification bell so you can be notified for all my future videos. If you want to see a little product update and my Shop My Stash week 5, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have some of the products right in front of me that I picked out for Shop My Stash week 4, and I'm just gonna briefly go through these really quick just to give you guys an idea of what I liked and what I didn't. So first, these are the Wet n Wild, I think they're the Comfort Zone and the Rose in the Air little palettes, and I actually did really enjoy these. I feel like they blend really easy, and plus they're like $5. They're so cheap, and I think that they're really good. In my last video, I was wearing this shade all over my lid, just blended in my crease, and I loved it. I feel like this is gonna be one of my go-to shades. I really like these. They blend really nice. The shimmers are really creamy. If you're on a budget and looking for some good eyeshadow palettes, Wet n Wild, it's where it's at. I also chose the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette, you guys. I freaking love this thing. I did a video on it. I'll link it up above and down below. And this palette just screams spring and summery goodness, and I really like it. If you're looking for a really fun, peachy, corally kind of palette, this one all the way. I also did for blush was the ColourPop Count Me In Super Shock Cheek, and I loved it so much that I went and picked up 3 more because I really like the formula. Super Shock Cheek blushes. I feel like they are pigmented without being super pigmented. You kind of have to build them up a little bit, but that's just what I like. That's my preference. I like having that like barely there flushed look going on. So if you like that kind of look too, I would go with this. I just use a brush with it and put it on, and it's gorgeous every time. I chose the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Illuminating Primer. For me, this isn't anything like crazy, insane, or magical, or amazing. It's just an illuminating primer. There's so many on the market, and I feel like this really doesn't have any uniqueness to it. It does make my skin nice and glowy, so on those days where I'm looking for a little bit more glow, I'll definitely reach for this, but I feel like it's just another illuminating primer. The foundation that I chose was the BAREMINERALS Stick Foundation. It's the Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. I love this. I did a video on this, and I still absolutely love it. If you have dry skin and you're looking for a good stick foundation, I would definitely pick this up. It gives your skin such a nice hydrated, glowy, just dewy kind of look to your skin, and whenever I wear it, it makes me feel like I'm not wearing any foundation at all. So this I feel like is gonna be a repeat purchase for me. Another blush that I chose, I got this in an Allure box. It's the Au Naturel blush in the shade Grapefruit. It's just a cream stick blush. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. What I will say about this isn't super creamy. I feel like it's a little bit drier than I am used to, which I guess could be a good thing and a bad thing, because then it's not like, I don't know, you don't have to set it, I guess, but it's still just, I don't know, it was a little bit hard to put on. I definitely wouldn't suggest going on with this like right from the stick. I put it on the back of my hand, it stained my hand. And I took my beauty blender and tapped it in there and then tapped it on my cheeks. I did have to build it up a little bit doing it that way, but I feel like if you go right from the stick to your face, it's gonna be really hard to blend out. So this one is just kind of like a whatever kind of product. One thing I really did love was the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. Love this. It gives your skin such a nice, like, natural bronze, if that makes sense. You do have to build it up quite a bit if you want like that super intense bronze look to it, but it's just so nice. I don't know what it is about this. It's just beautiful and I love it. Okay, I did use the ColourPop Jelly Much Half Moon shadow. I am wearing it on my eyes today. What I will say is that it's a little bit tricky to use. You kind of have to build your way up to it. Not saying that you can't get like immediate payoff, but I feel like what you want to do with it is take it really slow. I started from my lash line and worked my way up using as little product in my crease as possible. That way it wouldn't be super hard to blend out because I do feel like they dry pretty quick. So you don't want like a super harsh line in your crease unless you're going for a cut crease. That's just what I did and I feel like it looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I like it. There's definitely a learning curve to it. I feel like if you use too much, it kind of balls up on your lids. So like I said, just little by little, there you go. The last thing that I want to touch on really quick, this is the Cover FX Perfect Face Palette, and I really like this. I haven't played too much with the contour shade, but I did use the brightener shade a lot, just kind of as a natural highlight, and then I used the highlighter a lot too. Overall, so far, I really like this palette. I definitely want to use it some more, touch on the blushes and the contour shade. I want to try the finishing powder, but I'm a little nervous for it because it does have sparkles in it and you're supposed to use it as like a finishing powder, and I don't know if it would give my skin sparkly skin. So I'm gonna have to try it on one of those days where I'm just playing around with my makeup and not going anywhere, just in case I don't like it, then I didn't just ruin my makeup. Okay, now I'm gonna go through my everyday makeup drawer. I've already taken all the products out of it so that I can start over. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into what I'm gonna pick for my Shop Mustache week 5. Okay, so here is my everyday makeup organizer. This is what I use to store everything that I want to use every day. It's just a way easier way for me to be able to grab everything right there and just have it all readily available, so I'm not searching through my drawers 24/7. So let's go ahead and get started. I just like to start in the way that I apply my makeup. So I'm going to start with my face. So in this drawer right here, I have all my primers and foundations and then some like cream contour, cream blushes type of thing going on in here. So I'm going to start with primer. So I'm going to pick these two out. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer and then the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer. The Charlotte Tilbury is just like a little deluxe size of it. And yeah, so one's more of a glowy one, one's more of a blurring one. So I have both options available. Depending on what type of way I feel like going with my makeup that day. So I'm going to throw those in there. For foundation, I feel like I haven't used these two in quite some time. So I am going to throw these in there. I really do love these foundations. They're the L'Oreal Pro Matte and Pro Glow. They're some of my all-time faves. Just, you know, a good oldie goodie kind of foundation. So I'm gonna put those in there. I'm gonna throw this Farsali, what is this even called? It's the Jelly Beam highlight. This is just a small mini size version. I've tried it once. I don't remember how I felt about it, so I'm gonna throw that in there. Moving on to face powder. I got this in my FABFITFUN box and I want to try it out. It's the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder, so I'm going to try this out. As for blush, I'm going to choose this. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. I have not gotten very much use out of this and I want to, so I'm going to put that in there for my blush. For my bronzer, one that I really want to get more use out of, this is the Becca Sunrise Waves bronzer, and it's really, really pretty. It's got a highlight in there as well. I believe it's opal, but then you just got your bronzy tones in there, and I haven't got a ton of use out of this as well, so I do want to throw this one in there. And then as for highlight, ooh, what do I want to do? I think I want to choose the ColourPop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek Highlight. I'm going to throw that one in there. And then I think that I'm going to throw this one. This is the Ofra Opal Highlight. It's just a mini. Okay, and then for an eyeshadow palette, I'm going to go in with the Sephora Pro. I don't remember what this one's called. It's the Cool Tone one. I think that's even what it's called. Yeah, it's called Cool. So this is what it looks like. And I am going to throw this one in there. And then to give myself, you know, a little bit something else to play with for the eyes, I'm going to go in with these two. They're from Essence. They're the Metal Shock eyeshadows. One's in Stars and Stories, and then this one is in Moon Dust. So I'm going to throw those in there to play with. Okay, as for some gloss and lip liners and all that fun stuff, I'm just gonna grab out a couple. So I think I'm gonna grab this. This is the ColourPop Lip Pencil in Brink. I'm gonna throw that one in there. And then I think I'm also going to choose this Morphe one. It is in the shade Bay. I really wanna try getting more use out of this little mini Bobbi Brown lipstick. It's in the color Sandwash Pink. It's really pretty. It's just like this pinky mauve-y kind of a color, and I really like it, so I want to try that, getting more use out of that. Okay, so these are like my satin kind of liquid lipsticks. I'm gonna go in with the shade Jiffy from ColourPop, and then I also want to go in with the shade Alyssa. I used to wear this one all the time and I loved it. And then I'm also gonna go in with Aquarius from ColourPop. And then for some lipsticks, I think I'm going to go in with Too Faced Sunday Funday and Bite Beauty Merengue. This is what Sunday Funday looks like, just a really pretty peachy nude. And this is what Merengue looks like. Also kind of peachy-ish, but definitely more on that pinky, nudie side. One more thing that I want to start using more of, this is the Lorac, I don't know, the Veronum Omni Simul Astra. Pirates of the Caribbean palette. I know you can't get this anymore, but it's just something in my collection that I love and I want to get more use out of, so that's what I'm going to do. So I want to play with this some more. It's really, really pretty and I love the blush shades in there, so I'm going to throw that in there as well. Okay, and this is everything that I picked out. Like I've said before, I don't like picking out too much because then I just get overwhelmed with product and I end up not using everything. So I'm going to put these in my everyday makeup drawer and I will be right back. Okay, and that is it. It's everything in my everyday makeup drawer. I'll be back in 2 weeks to update you on the products. Definitely look out for videos that I will use these products in. And yeah. Okay, you guys, that is it. That was everything that I chose for my Shop My Stash Week 5. Let me know in the comments if there's any of the products that you want a specific video on, just a dedicated video on that product. I'll always do a little video here and there, maybe a get ready with me where I'll use those products in the video so that you guys can see what they look like on my face. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely subscribe before you leave and I'll see you next time. Bye.